Hey, Yankees fans, I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day today. Man, so the Yankees received some more bad news in regards to a couple of their injured players. But before we get into that, do me a favor, if you love the Yankees and you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for 21,000 subscribers. Let's try to get to 22. I would love to get to 30 by the end of the year. So if you guys could help us get there, that would be an absolute blessing. So, let's start off with Luis Gil, right? Luis Gil, right lat strain. We all knew that he was going to miss some time. There was a report that Gil was going to miss at least 6 weeks before he were to throw again. Well, it is expected Gil to miss about 3 months, but then Cashman also said, hey, he'll miss as much time as he needs to recover. So, that's not very good. Not having the reigning Rookie of the Year award winner kind of stinks. We'll have him by the summer. But I assumed that Marcus Stroman would then be inserted as the New York Yankee fifth starter automatically because of the amount of money that he's making and the talking that he was doing earlier on in spring training. Well, we're going to talk about that a little later, so stay tuned. But Giancarlo Stanton received his second PRP injection, and he's expected to join the team this weekend, but there is no timetable for him to resume baseball activities. I hope everything's good with Big G, not only injury-wise, but personal, right? I hope everything's okay. I hope he's good. Aaron Boone said he left not only for his elbows, but some personal issues that Booney did not want to get into. So I hope everything is good. I hope he's fine. But I've said this time and time again, Giancarlo Stanton is so important to this lineup. He showed you that last year. The Yankees were 71-43. I've said that like 85 times in the past month. They were 71-43 with Giancarlo in that lineup. They were 23-25 without him. He was stellar in the playoffs last year. They would not have been in the World Series if it were not for Giancarlo Stanton. So Big G makes a big impact in that Yankee lineup, and not having him for an extended period of time is going to sting. Could we use a guy like Dom Smith? Sure, he's having an okay spring. Could we use Everson Pereira? Yeah, that's fine, but those guys are not guarantees. I would rather want a sure thing. Giancarlo is a sure thing, at least production-wise. So unfortunately, though, he's going to miss some time. He's going to start the year on the IL. Don't know which IL, but he will start the year on the IL. Brian Cashman also said that surgery is the last resort. They did not say that he won't need surgery. They just said surgery is last resort. So I hope Big G's okay. We need him. If he's going to be out for the whole season, oh boy, it's going to be a long one. Unless guys start breaking out. You know, like Dominguez breaks out, Volpe breaks out, Austin Wells. Like I'm talking like 800 OPS a piece. Everson Pereira, he has an impact. Who's ever there at third base, they have an impact. Whether that's Oswaldo Cabrera, who's been hitting this spring, Oswald Peraza, who was hitting a little bit here and there. Not hitting the ball all that hard, but putting the ball in play and getting rewarded by, getting some singles here and there. So I love to see that. He's a stellar defensive player. I think he's one of the best defensive players in the Yankee system, in the organization. But missing Giancarlo is a big deal. So missing Gil for the next 3 months is a gigantic deal. Giancarlo Stanton, not having him and not knowing when they will get him back and not knowing if he will need the surgery. They said last resort, but he could still get the surgery. That stinks. In other news, DJ LeMahieu, as we know, calf acting up, has a left calf strain, no baseball activities, at least for the next 2 weeks. My heart breaks for the guy. It does. And the Yankees need a third baseman. And I was excited to watch Peraza, Cabrera, B-Boss, even DJ battle it out. But man, he can't even make it past his first spring training appearance without getting hurt. It's really a shame. I hope he could get it together, but his machinery is kind of breaking down a bit. Le Machine, right? That's his nickname. He's kind of breaking down. He might need some new parts, and unfortunately, that's very tough to do. If he's 36 years old, I think it might be time to hang it up. I don't want to count him out at all. You never want to count out a professional athlete, but at the same time, it doesn't look good for DJ. So I wish him all the best, but that sucks that we don't have him, and that $15 million he's making this year won't be used effectively. Even Giancarlo's, but as I said, I think Giancarlo deserves some type of immunity because of what he did last year. If it wasn't for him, we would not have been in the playoffs. Now, really, really, I think big news. This is coming from Michael K. But Michael K on Marcus Stroman, he said, so as I said earlier, I'm thinking Gil is going to be out for the next 3 months. Bam, Marcus Stroman is your guy, is your fifth starter. Well, according to Michael K, a trade is still a possibility. He's not a given in the rotation. The Yankees like Will Warren a lot, and they like Carrasco. They are still shopping Marcus Stroman. Then Michael K went on to say he thinks that eventually the Cardinals and the Yankees will come to some sort of an agreement, a swap, Stroman for Arenado. Now, Will Warren, he's having one heck of a spring. 8 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts, 0.50 whip, a 1.13 earned run average. He's having a really, really good spring. And no wonder why the Yankees love him. Last year, down there in AAA, he struggled. Up at the major league level when he was up, he struggled. This spring training, it seems he seems like he had a very good offseason. This spring training, he's pitching incredibly well. His stuff looks nasty. I'm seeing Michael King comparisons, comps, if you will. And I think that's a good comp, I do. Will Warren, I would give him an opportunity, but you do have those $18 million in Marcus Stroman sitting there. Now is the team going to go and take his contract? Michael K thinks that a team might, and he thinks that the Cardinals and the Yankees will eventually come to some sort of an agreement. We'll see. But Will Warren, I would love to see it through. He's 25. It's not like he's 22. He's 25. So I think it's about time for him. And as I said, he looks nasty. And Cookie Carrasco, that's a fun signing, right? That guy's been through a lot in his life. So it was one of his dreams to be a New York Yankee. I'm happy that at least he got a spring training invite. That was cool. And if he makes the squad, that'd be fun too. I think with Marcus Stroman, with what he said, regardless of what Brian Cashman said about it, I think it bothered the Yankees organization. I really do. I think it bothered them. And that's why you're hearing they love Will Warren and they even like Carrasco over Marcus Stroman. That's reading between the lines a little bit of that quote. That's what I'm getting out of it. That they like Carrasco more than Marcus Stroman. And maybe it's just a personality thing. It could be. So we'll see if anybody bites on Stroman. That vesting option makes him incredibly tough to move. That's why the Cardinals turned down an initial offer of Stroman for Arenado, and then the Giants turned down an offer for Stroman for Taylor Rogers, and then they just end up trading Taylor Rogers to Cincinnati anyway. So we'll see what happens. Joel Sherman is also saying that the Yankees are actively shopping for a bat. I'm going to talk about that in tomorrow's video, so I'm going to save that. But yeah, the Yankees are shopping for a bat. We're going to go over what bats or that the Yankees should get. We'll see. But I'll keep you guys posted on everything. Do me a favor, if you love the Yankees and you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care.